¿Alguna vez has estado en un supermercado mexicano? As a foreigner, you might find some of the items that you can buy in a Mexican supermarket a bit weird, and you might be thrown off by some of our supermarket etiquette. En este video, yo, Paulísima, de Spring Spanish, te voy a llevar a un tour por un supermercado mexicano, and I'm going to show you a bunch of interesting and weird things that you can buy there. Are you ready? Let's take a look. Número 1. Carnes raras. Strange meats. El primer paquete que viste eran pescuezos de pollo. El segundo eran mollejas. El tercero era chicharrón prensado. El cuarto era chorizo verde. Y el último era panza. Because in our regular diets we Mexicans include some strange meats, it's not surprised that you will find them in supermarkets as well. Sometimes the pre-packed meat packages, the pre-packed packages, what am I thinking? Sorry. What I mean to say is that the pre-packed meat can be a little too much, can be too heavy, but no te preocupes, porque las amables personas que trabajan en la carnicería te pueden ayudar a empacar exactamente la cantidad que tú necesites. Learn this. Me podría dar, and then you insert the amount and type of meat that you want. Remember that in Mexico we use the metric system. Let's use it in 2 examples. Disculpe, ¿me podría dar medio kilo de milanesa de res? Disculpe, ¿me podría dar 1 kilo de costilla de cerdo? That's right. Díganme en los comentarios cuál de las carnes raras que les mencioné debería de comprar la siguiente vez que vaya al supermercado. I'll cook it, I'll show you how I cook it, and of course I'll share the final result of me eating it here at the Spring Spanish YouTube channel, to which you should subscribe right now. Suscríbete, ándale, suscríbete. Número 2. Está bien si no puedes esperar. It's okay if you can't wait. ¿Se acuerdan de mi amiga Kaichin? I told you about her in my other video, where I discuss things that foreigners find weird about Mexico. That's the video. If you haven't watched it, go watch it right after this one. All right, so I asked Kaichin what she thought about, like weird things that Mexicans do. And she pointed out this thing that we do at supermarkets. Here's what she said.
La gente puede abrir los snacks y comer mientras hace compras y antes de ir a pagar.
It's true!
Y siempre pienso que si la gente acaba el snack y tira el empaque, pues ya no es necesario pagar.
So yeah, in Mexico sometimes people do open their drinks and snacks before they pay them. I'm not saying that this is what every Mexican does, but it's true that it happens and no one is ever going to tell you anything about it. I mean, you know what? Maybe now it's not the time to be eating inside of supermarkets. But it does happen, and it happens particularly as people wait in line, at the cashiers. Yeah, some people will grab una coca y unas sabritas y se las comen en lo que esperan a pagar. Like I said, I'm not encouraging this type of behavior, eating inside the supermarket before paying for things, especially now that we have to wear this when we go to the supermarket. Yeah, I think eating inside a supermarket is off limits now, so if you see someone doing it, maybe you could say this. Disculpe, el tapabocas. Yeah, bien puesto. But one day everything is gonna come back to normal and we're gonna be eating our sabritas en el súper antes de pagarlas. Si lo vas a hacer, por favor no tires el paquete y págalo. Hay un código de honor que tenemos que respetar. Número 3. Servicios extras en la caja. En México no se tienen que pesar las frutas y las verduras antes de pagarlas. En el área de frutas y verduras vas a encontrar algunas pesas para verificar el peso de tus productos. Pero, a diferencia de otros países, no tienes que imprimir una etiqueta antes de pagar los productos, las frutas y las verduras. Eso se hace directamente en la caja. Other things that Mexicans can do at the cashier in a supermarket: withdraw money from your card, pay utilities, lots of utilities, you can pay all of your utilities there. And you can also buy data for your mobile. Not bad, right? Pay attention. Because at the beginning of the transaction, the cashier might ask you, ¿tiene tarjeta de puntos? Sí, claro. And also pay attention at the end of the transaction because that's when the cashier might ask you if you want some of the additional services that supermarket offers. For example, ¿va a retirar? No, gracias. ¿Alguna recarga? Sí, por favor, al 99 81 07 07 07. That's right. Número 4. Salsas y frutas y verduras maravillosas. Salsas and amazing produce. It's Mexico, so there will be lots of chilies everywhere. And the supermarket is no exception. Look at this. Tenemos chile pasilla, chile de árbol, chile habanero, chile jalapeño, chile poblano, todos los chiles. Expert tip. Salsas, bottled salsas, are an excellent souvenir to bring back home and you can buy them, tons of them, in any supermarket. Just pack them properly. Una de las mejores salsas embotelladas es la salsa Chimay. De verdad sabe como a una salsa hecha a mano y lo mejor de todo es que en la etiqueta viene un poema. If you want to tell someone what your favorite salsa is, say it like this. Mi salsa favorita es la Chimay. Uy, sí, me encanta. A mí también me encanta. Other than all kinds of peppers, you will also find amazing fruit like mamey, and guayabas, and mangoes, like these ones. El mango Ataulfo, el mejor mango del mundo. Definitivamente el mejor mango del mundo. Es delicioso. También vas a encontrar algunas frutas y verduras un poco exóticas como la flor de la Jamaica o los nopales. Número 5. Etiquetas de advertencia. El impuesto del azúcar. This is a brand new thing. So, Mexico is among the top countries in obesity, like metabolic syndrome and child obesity. Yeah, it's not a great thing, but it's our reality. Y como eso no está nada bien, en un esfuerzo para informar mejor a la gente sobre lo que consumen, now in Mexico it is mandatory for all processed foods to come with warning labels. So yeah, the warning labels are there in an effort to help people make better decisions. So for example, we have Valentina, my beloved Valentina, that I put on popcorn and everything else. And it has an exceso de sodio. Yes, it has una etiqueta de exceso de sodio, and that means it has too much sodium, but I'm still gonna eat it. Also, now in Mexico, it's against the law to have cartoon-like images in the packaging of products that are aimed at children. So, olvídense de ver al elefante Melvin o al tigre Toño en las cajas de cereales en México porque ya no existen, ya pasaron. Número 6. Tortillas frescas y más. Cuando yo era una niña, iba todos los días a las tortillas, o sea, a la tortillería, a comprar tortillas. Mi familia consumía todos los días 2 kilos de tortillas. Las tortillas son una parte muy importante en la vida diaria de los mexicanos. Supermarkets nowadays have a small tortilleria inside, so you can buy your tortillas while you do the rest of your groceries for your convenience. So yeah, you can buy freshly made tortillas in a Mexican supermarket, and not only that, but all kind of corn-based products. If you're not sure about the full range of products, you might want to ask one of the staff members this. Disculpe, aparte de tortillas, ¿qué otros productos de maíz venden? Very good. And then you can have totopos, tortillas con sabor a nopal, sopes para preparar, tlacoyos para preparar, tortillas en juliana, etcétera, etcétera, etcétera. And while you're there, grab this and get yourself some pan dulce. En México, la tortillería y la panadería siempre están juntas. So, what do you think? Feel like strolling down a supermarket in Mexico with me? Actually, some of the salsas that you saw and that you can buy in a Mexican supermarket are also used in a typical Mexican drink. It's called michelada, and I can teach you how to prepare it if you go watch my next video right now. Yeah, click on the image that's on your screen right now to see me prepare it.